Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you a recipe for lightened up lasagna. This is so delicious, you won't even know it's lightened up. This came out to only 6 smart points on my WW Green. Stick around and I'll show you how to make it. In a large saucepan, which you will want for this, I am spraying that with some nonstick cooking spray, and then I will be adding about 2 tablespoons of this minced garlic. I'm going to be cooking that garlic down for about a minute until you can smell it and it becomes nice and fragrant. Then we will be adding the ground turkey. And here I have 1 pound of 93.7 Jennie-O ground turkey. I defrosted this, so that's why it's a little bit on the wet side, but it's totally fine. I'm going to cook that until it is all the way cooked through and it is no longer pink. To that ground turkey, I'm going to be adding about 3 tablespoons of these dehydrated chopped onions. And this is just for Eric. My fiance does not like onions. He does not mind these though, so I'm going to be adding that. Now that my ground turkey is all cooked up, I have added some crushed tomatoes, tomato paste, and tomato sauce. I will show you guys the cans, that way you know which ones I used. So other than the tomato paste, those are 0 points. And then for my seasonings that I added, I did 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, and then a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then here I'm going to be adding in 1/4 cup of fresh chopped basil. And I'm going to be cooking this down. I almost forgot this, but I am adding in a tablespoon of this sugar-free maple syrup to the tomato sauce mixture. My tomato sauce mixture is just going to be simmering on the stove. I also started a large pot of boiling water. So here in a bowl, I have 15 ounces of part skim ricotta cheese. And then to that, I'm going to be adding 1 large egg. I'm also going to be adding in about a half a teaspoon of black pepper and a half a teaspoon of pink salt. Now I'm adding in about a 1/4 cup of freshly chopped basil. You want these pieces fairly small. And then I'm going to be giving this a nice mixture with my spatula. Now that my water has come to a boil, I'm going to be adding 266 grams of these great value lasagna noodles. I'll be cooking those for about 10 minutes just as the packaging said, and then we will assemble the lasagna. I'm also going to be seasoning my water with just a little bit of salt. So now it's time to assemble our lasagna. I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. It is so good. So I am spraying a 9x13 Pyrex with some nonstick cooking spray. Then I'm going to be adding about 1/3 of that tomato and turkey mixture to the bottom. Then I'm going to take my lasagna strips and add them to the bottom. I should have done 4, like 3 going this way and then 1 going just the other way, but it all works out in the end. I'm then going to be placing 1/3 of that ricotta mixture to the tops of the noodles and spreading that out evenly. I have some freshly chopped basil set aside. I am sprinkling just a little bit of that on top of the ricotta. And then in this bowl, I have 1 cup of fat-free shredded mozzarella cheese. I am placing 1/3 of that onto the ricotta mixture. I'm going to be repeating this step 3 times, so this will be 3 layers with the meat sauce, the noodles, the ricotta, the cheese, the basil, all of that. And just make sure to save a little bit of that meat sauce for the very top. That'll be the top layer. Now that my lasagna is pretty much done getting assembled, I'm just going to be topping this off with 3 ounces of fresh mozzarella pearls. And then the very last thing going on top will be some of this grated Italian style Parmesan cheese. Lastly, I am going to be garnishing this with a little bit of that basil. I just picked it off of I basically used the whole plant that I got from Trader Joe's. So I just place it really nicely, and then this is going to get covered with some foil. It will be baking in the oven at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. And here it is out of the oven after 45 minutes. I did uncover it with that foil at the 25-minute mark, so it baked uncovered for 20 minutes. And that is it for this recipe, you guys. I hope you try it out. It's only 6 points per serving on my WW Green.